Hi there, it's Mrs. Ferris and welcome to Bedtime Stories with Mrs. Ferris from Wood Library. We're going to have some fun tonight, aren't we, Bernard? Yes, we have some fun stories, a silly song on the flannel board, and we're going to finish up with a new song this week, a new book at the very, very end. I'd love for you to say hi. I just saw Amy. Or leave a message in the post so I know who's out there watching. And, well, are you ready? Let's get started. In looking outside the window tonight, I thought that this book would be a perfect one for us because it's called The Big Snow. It's written by Jonathan Bean and illustrated by him as well, and it's published by Farrar, Straus, and Giroux. Have you looked out? Is it snowing at your house? It is here in Canandaigua. But it isn't in this book yet. Mom, said David, when will it snow? Oh, I think soon, said Mom. Why don't you help make cookies while you wait? So David helped Mom make cookies. They took the sugar and raisins and flour from the cupboard. He measured out 2 cups of sugar. He measured 1 cup of raisins. But then the flour, white and fine, made David think of snow. So he decided to check the weather. There he is. Small flakes fell softly, white and fine. Enough to cover the ground? Not yet. Mom, said David, do you think it will snow taller than the grass? Oh, I think so, said Mom. Why don't you help clean the bathrooms while we wait and find out? So David helped Mom clean. He put on the big yellow gloves and he sprayed the cleaner. He scrubbed with the heavy brush. But then the suds, white and fluffy, made him think of snow. So David decided to go and check on the weather. More snow. See him there? Is it enough to cover the ground? It's starting to, I think. The flakes were lying white and fluffy. Mom, said David, do you think the snow will cover everything? Oh, I think it could, said Mom. Why don't you help me change the sheets while we wait and find out? We have guests coming. So David took sheets from the closet. He helped Mom take off the old sheets and put on the new. But then the new sheets, white and cool, made him think of, can you guess? Snow. So David decided to check the weather. Look now. There he is. He's measuring it. The snow was covering everything, white and cool. Mom, said David, is it going to be a big snow? Oh, it just might, said Mom. Why don't you finish eating lunch and then take your nap while you wait and find out? So David took his blanket and pillow from his bed. He curled up in the big armchair. He closed his eyes and began to dream. And he dreamed that it was a very big snow, that the snow fell heavily and the wild wind pushed the flakes through the window cracks, and that it howled and shook the walls, that it roared and blew open the doors and piled drifts around the house. Mom, called David, is this big snow? Yes, yelled Mom. Help me clean up this huge mess. So David helped Mom clean the snow. I like it that she's using the vacuum cleaner. He tried to push the doors shut, but the drifts were too deep. He tried to shovel away the drifts, but the snow just fell heavier. And suddenly, a loud thumping shook the house. David woke up. There was stomping at the door. It was Dad, home from work early. Dad, said David, is it very big snow? Well, why don't you come and find out for yourself, he said. So David and Mom put on their winter coats. They wrapped long scarves around their necks. They pulled on warm hats and gloves. And then David, Dad, and Mom went out to check the big snow. And you know what? It was a big snow, just like he'd been hoping for. I don't know if we're hoping for a big snow, but it does make it look a little more wintry outside. Shall we do a finger play? Shall we jump on our bed? Can you get your bed ready? And your 5 monkeys? I've got my 5 little monkeys who were jumping on the bed. When one fell off, oh, he bumped his head. So Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. So 4 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So Daddy called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. So 3 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So Grandma called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. So then 2 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So Grandpa called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. So that leaves 1 little monkey jumping on the bed. When she fell off, oh, she bumped her head. So Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, can you say it with me? No more monkeys jumping on the bed. So no more monkeys, but let's get another story. This is a book called Home Tweet Home, with words and pictures by Courteney Dicmas, and it's published by Doubleday Books for Young Readers. I like all the colors, don't you? Definitely not a winter book. Well, high up on a cliff, above the shimmering sea, there lived a family of cave swallows. There were 10 brothers and sisters. There was Edgar, Maud, Rupert, Helena, Winnie, Cecil, Beatrix, Rosalie, Pippi, and Bert. And each night, Big Brother Bert looked at the moon while Big Sister Pippi worried. This nest is too small, Pippi grumbled. A bigger nest would have room for Rupert's stinky feet, and Maud's judo, and Cecil's band practice. Well, the world is big and so are we, chirped Bert. Let's go find somewhere big to live. So away they flew into the night sky to find a new place to call home. The next morning, they found a spot that looked, just right. Oh, this is perfect, cheered Bert. It's big and sturdy. I wonder if we could live here. Sure you can. Ah! Oh, that's very kind of you, said Pippi, but I think perhaps we're looking for something a bit softer. They couldn't live on a turtle, could they? Or a tortoise. I'm pretty sure that's a tortoise because he's so big. Well, the next time, they were more careful. Oh, this looks fluffy, sighed Pippi. I wonder if we could live. What do you think it could be? It's a bit fast and bouncy. cheetah. Phew, that was close, squeaked Pippi. We were almost lunch. Said Bert, looking down. What do you think that could be? Only one way we'll find out. Let's see if it's someplace that they could make a nest. Oh, it's a bit pointy. Wah! No. Now, this looks perfect, chirped Bert. Not too hard, not too soft, not too pointy. Oh, I've always wanted to live on an island, said Pippi. It's a pretty island. Kind of pink with spots. Have you ever seen a rock that's pink with spots? Oops. Maybe not. Howdy, said Bert. Do you know what this is? That's an octopus. Oh, this isn't what I thought it would be, sighed Bert, inside the pouch of a kangaroo. Can't we find someplace that's not so big, or squishy, or hungry? Oh, that's it! Bert, you're a genius, chirped Pippi. Oh, I'm glad the world is so big, snoozed Bert. It makes coming home so much better. Good night, Pippi. Good night, Bert. And where are they? Right back in their nest. Very happy and comfy. Although, they did put on their hard hats and start making a plan for a place that would just be perfect. But that, I think, is going to be another story. All right, well, I think it's time to cook our hot dogs. So get your pan out. Looks a lot like that bed from the monkeys, doesn't it? But now it's a pan, and it's pretty hot. So get your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monkeys ready. Well, not monkeys. We're not going to cook monkeys, are we? Oh my goodness, Mrs. Ferris, you are really silly. I've got 5 little hot dogs cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So fold one down. 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. I do this just for you, Jonah. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So how many are left? No little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam. I'm so glad we weren't cooking monkeys. Well, are you starting to get the least little bit tired? I don't know what your bedtime is, but one sign when you're getting tired is you yawn, right? And this is a book called Everyone is Yawning. Oh, and it's got an author whose last name is going to be very tricky for me to say. Her first name is Anita. That's easy. Her last name is Bijsterbosch. Bijsterbosch. I hope I'm not ruining it. And it is published by Clovis Books. How many animals do you see looking at you? Shall we count? I see 1, 2, 3, 4. And do you know what those animals are? Let's go backwards. There's a snake and an owl. Turn this way so it's easier to see. And a pig and a raccoon. I don't know if those are the only animals in here or not. Let's see. I think we should probably practice yawning a little bit too. So do you think you can think a sleepy thought and yawn. Everyone is yawning. The kitten is tired. Can you see? Look, the kitten is yawning. The snake is yawning too. Ooh, what a funny tongue. Is the raccoon tired? Oh, yes. Look, the raccoon is yawning. Can you yawn with him? The bunny is yawning very quietly. Look at those funny teeth. 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. Oh, the piggy is yawning noisily. He grunts a bit. The piggy is very tired. I think it's interesting to see all the different kinds of teeth in these animals. The crocodile shows all its teeth when he yawns. And there are a lot of them. And the hippo? The hippo yawns too. 3 times. So yawn 3 times with him. Off to bed now, Arctic fox. Can you see the Arctic fox yawning? The turtle yawns very slowly because the little turtle is ready for bed. So can you open your mouth slowly and yawn quietly? Because I don't usually hear turtles talk much. And the little child. Is the little child going to bed too? Oh yes. 1 more yawn and then off to sleep. This is a little child, look. Only 2 teeth. How many teeth do you have? I bet a whole lot more than that. The owl whispers. And everyone is sleeping. Well, can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. And can you clap, clap, clap your crazies out? Clap, clap, clap your crazies out. Clap, clap, clap your crazies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out? Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out. Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you stand up? I'm going to stay right here, but can you stand up? Because we've got to jump our jiggles. All right. Can you jump, jump, jump your jiggles out? Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out. Jump, Jump, jump your jiggles out and wiggle your waggles away. And I don't know if you got all your yawns out, but let's do a couple. Can you yawn? Yawn your sleepies out, yawn. Yawn your sleepies out, yawn. Yawn your sleepies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. Well, Bernard picked out one more book for us. This is called A Friend Like You. And I think it's a fairly new one at the library. Oh, actually, no, we've had it a couple of years, but I don't think I've ever read it at a story program. The book is by Andrea Schomberg and Barbara Rottgen with illustrations by Sean Julian. And it's published by Tiger Press. Once more, autumn had come. Squirrel had been very busy dashing up and down the trees, and everywhere he had buried nuts for the cold winter months ahead. And when he was finished, he sat down to rest. Ah, he sighed happily, all set for winter. Suddenly, a bird flew down and landed next to him. "Oh, where did you come from?" asked Squirrel. "Oh, a long way from here," said the bird, "and now I'm tired." "Well, have a nut," said Squirrel. "Oh, thank you very much," replied the bird, "but actually, I only eat worms." "Well, why not eat a nut for a change?" said Squirrel. Said Bird, "I might give it a try." And he tasted the nut carefully. And then he fluffed his feathers and hopped from foot to foot. "Well now, what do you know?" he chirped. "Who would have thought? Nuts are delicious." Did you notice? He didn't eat it. He's holding it. "Would you like to come climbing?" asked Squirrel. "I'll show you my favorite tree." "Oh, actually, I can't really climb," said Bird. "But you can fly, can't you?" said Squirrel. "Oh, yes, I can," replied the bird. So Squirrel darted to the highest treetop, and Bird flew with him high, high up. Squirrel turned somersaults while Bird sat in the top branch of the tree. He sang so sweetly that Squirrel had happy goosebumps all over his back. "Come sing with me," called Bird. "Oh, actually, I can't really sing," said Squirrel. "Oh, well then, why not hum along?" suggested Bird. "Well," said Squirrel, I might give it a try." So Bird sang, and Squirrel hummed along, bouncing on the branch with joy. Well, they played and climbed and jumped and hopped and flew and sprang and sang together all day long. And then they sat on the grass, eating and watching the sunset. "I'm so happy I met you," said Bird. "I'm happy too," said Squirrel. "When you sing, it gives me happy goosebumps all over my back. Imagine us meeting like that out of the blue and having so much fun together." "Yes," agreed the bird. "I never thought I would meet a friend like you." "You know what?" said Squirrel. "I've buried so many nuts, more than enough for two, and there's so much space in my nest. Would you like to stay with me?" "Yes," replied the bird. "I would, very much, but I can't." "Why not?" cried Squirrel. "Oh, it was wonderful spending the day with you," said Bird, "but I'm a bird, see? I can't eat nuts all the time. I'd miss my worms, and it makes me so happy to fly. I'm sorry, but I can't stay. But wait, exclaimed Squirrel. You could still eat worms and just have nuts for a change. And you could fly away whenever you like and then come back again. And there are so many fun things we could do together. The bird thought for a moment, and then he smiled and said, I might give it a try. And that's how Squirrel and the bird stayed together. And it didn't matter at all that they were very different. It was exactly right, just the way it was. That's a nice story. All right, well, I don't think we can get to the flannel board unless we chew our bubble gum first. So can you reach in your pocket? And remember, if your jammies or whatever you're wearing don't have a pocket, like I don't have a real pocket, but I'm going to pretend I have a pocket, and I'm going to pull out my piece of pretend bubble gum. I'm going to take the wrapper off, and let's see, where's the trash basket this time? Oh, it's over here. So I'm going to throw my wrapper away, and I'll pop the gum in my mouth and chew it up until it's all soft and squishy, and then we'll get ready to do the disgusting part. So here we go. Think it's ready? I don't. So put your hand out. 1, 2, 3. Spit it in your hand and clap your other hand on top of it. And now you've got your hands stuck together with sticky, sticky bubble gum. Here we go. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your chin. Now, if you haven't been at our bedtime story program before, you might not know what we have to do, but we certainly can't leave our hand stuck to our chin. We have to get it unstuck. So that's what we say. Well, we change it just a little. Unstick, okay? Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your arm. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your cheek. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your back. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your nose. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your knee. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. You know what's coming, don't you? Stick it on Mom or Dad. I'll wait. Unstick. Come on back. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your toe. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Let's throw it in the trash. All right, Bernard, I need you to move on over because it's time for the flannel board. And this week we've got an old lady. She's a little wrinkled, I think, from being in our envelope, but she'll do all right. Well, there was a cold lady who swallowed some snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. There was a cold lady who swallowed a pipe. Now, she wasn't the type to gulp down that pipe. I think I'm going to put that on her. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tickled and tingled from layers of snow. And I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. There was a coal lady who swallowed some coal. What was her goal when she swallowed that coal? She swallowed the coal to keep her pipes glow. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tickled and tingled from layers of snow. Now, I don't know why she swallowed the snow. Perhaps you know. There was a coal lady who swallowed a stick. You know what? I got ahead of myself because she's got to swallow her hat first. I know a coal lady who swallowed a hat. Imagine that, a black-brimmed hat. She swallowed the hat before she froze. She swallowed the coal to keep her pipes glow. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tickled and tingled from layers of snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. Now we'll get the stick. There was a coal lady who swallowed a stick, a long brown branch. What a pick. She swallowed the stick to push down the snow. She swallowed the hat before she froze. She swallowed the coal to keep her pipes glow. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tickled and tingled from layers of snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. There was a coal lady who swallowed a scarf, a long striped scarf. She tried not to. She swallowed the scarf because it was so cold. She swallowed the stick to push down the snow. She swallowed the hat before she froze. She swallowed the coal to keep her pipes glow. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tickled and tingled from layers of snow. Brrr. And I don't know why she swallowed the snow. Perhaps you know. Now this cold lady had quite enough. She was real tough, but she had enough stuff. So she thought and came up with a plan. She hiccuped twice and out came can you guess? Lost a bit of coal. Fortunately, I brought extra. And he really should have a carrot nose, but not all snowmen do. So that's what happened. All right, as I said at the beginning, we're going to have a different ending story this week. It's still going to be by Sandra Boynton. It's called Pajama Time. Now, I don't know how many of you are already in your jammies, like I am. This is published by Workman Publishing. Well, the moon is up. It's getting late. So let's get ready to celebrate. It's pajama time. Pull on the bottoms, pull on the top. Get yourself set to pajama dee-bop. It's pajama time. Now some are old, oh dear, and some are new. Some are red and some are blue. And I like it. Look what he's reading. He's reading the same book we are. Some are fuzzy. Some are not. But we can all pajama in whatever we've got. It's pajama time. Oh, yes, it's pajama time. Now, some are pink, and some are green, and some are the ugliest you've ever seen. They might be stripy or polka dot, but we can all pajama in whatever we've got. It's pajama time. So pajama to the left and pajama to the right. Jamma, 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 PJ. Everybody's wearing them for dancing tonight. Jamma, 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 PJ. Now all around the room in one big line, wearing our pajamas and looking so fine. It's pajama time. Then hop into bed and turn out the light. You can have a party in your dreams tonight. It's pajama time. Hush, hush, it's pajama time. Hush, hush, it's pajama time. Hush. Good night. Sleep tight. We'll see you next week for some more bedtime stories.